All right, this is part two of our semi mini campaign one shot combo thing. Don't know what you really want to call it. Not exactly West Marches, but kind of close. This is, as I said, the second of these. I'm going to show this handout as we get started. We've got back with us Peng Day, played by Walter Peck, and making his triumphant return after a bit of a time off is Sim as Manu, a new character in this campaign. And welcome back, Simothy. And let's try to kill your character first session back. All right. The year is 184, Liang Province, the Han Dynasty of China, and the world is full of turmoil. The Yellow Turban Rebellion has struck China in the east, but here in the west, things have been similar. The local protector and lord, Ling Xing, has requested aid. Many peasants, Xia, and others have conscripted for a small force that would rid the province of these traitors to the Han, once and for all. The outsider and foreigner, Manu, arrived from Parthia many years ago. The giant serves as a mercenary for the highest bidder. He has heard Ling Xing's call and knows there is wealth to be made. Meanwhile, Peng Day and Zheng Daiyu had been separated, but just for a while. Daiyu went to seek out Pimawin, the oracle, while Peng Day continued on his way to the village of Jiagu. There they would meet again and finalize their plan to seal the spirit bridge from this world to the other. And give me a moment. Very prepared for tonight, as you can tell.
Pitch blackout. It's
Mm-hmm.
the hour of the wolf.
Can you guys see?
I see a road.
Yes, Mom.
Let me make sure that I can see. No, not all players.
See some happy little trees and a little mountain.
Very happy. All right. The two of you have just come across each other an hour ago, perhaps. Peng Day, this might be sort of deja vu to you as you leave one traveling companion and pick up a new one, and this one may be even stranger than the last. With Zhang Daiyu, a woman warrior, fast and quick, and obviously touched with some special gifts, and this one, a foreigner, hugely tall, at least a foot taller than you. A barbarian for sure, but cruel curved sword on his waist and a huge frame. You suspect that he is going where you're going, Jiagu village, to earn wealth, fame, glory. And Manu, you have come for just that very reason, to make wealth for yourself, as the local magistrate has sent out a call for warriors to help put down the small rebellion in Liang province. Jiagu is not the main village, or not the main town, but a small village on the outskirts of this province, if you will. And you are heading towards it, and I will let you guys just do a little bit of role playing between one another, and then we'll get started.
Manu is walking, and he feels a little tired. He's been walking for a few days, and he sees a man approaching him from behind. Another traveler. He'll kind of turn and look, a little unsure what your purpose is approaching him from behind like that.
Pang.
Girlfriend.
Pang D is approaching what at first he mistook for some sort of giant bear in very odd looking clothing. He had seen a lot in Liang province fighting the Qiang people and various rebels over the years. And he had seen odder still in the last few weeks with Qiang Daiyu and their mystical adventure. And now as the two had separated, he was on the road once again by himself and came across another unique individual. And he approaches nonchalantly with no any aggressive posturing at all, and he goes up to the odd-looking man and he goes, "I am Pang Day, and who might you be on this lonesome road, sir?"
I am Manu, the Parthian. I take it.
Parthian?
Yes, the Parthians. They kind of glance down, look at Payne's feet, and look upwards towards his face, looking down at him. As we travel the same road. What's your purpose?
These roads have become much more dangerous with the Yellow Turbans and their rebellion. I'm heeding the call of Ling Zhang and heading to Jiangyu to answer his summons for conscripts and help against these rebels. And what of you?
Hearing he's going to the same location, Manu will smile. Ah, I too. Looking forward to some gold. Other riches, maybe. I heard he pays well.
Those of the Han Dynasty pay those who serve them well quite handsomely. Tell me, are all Parthians as large as you, Manu?
There are some. Not a lot, though. I've got some good genes in the family. But most of them are probably the same height as you, maybe a little taller.
Well, I have seen many surprises these last few weeks, and a man of your stature and height, I am sure that is another good omen for me.
Well, let us hope so. I guess we can... I guess we can travel together. A little safer. Although I don't have much to fear, I don't think.
I used to think the same as you until some odd things have occurred over these last few weeks, and I can tell you it is always good to have a traveling companion.
Would you like to give me a perception roll, both of you, please?
If memory serves, I'm trained in that, aren't I?
Probably.
Let me check. I'm almost sure I am.
What makes you trained in it?
If you have skill rank.
Gotcha.
I don't see how I'm... Oh, I don't have perception trained. Wah wah.
Manu is, though. 16. 11. Manu, you hear some sounds of a struggle maybe ahead around the bend. Some just grunting and maybe even fighting. Pang Day, you hear nothing.
Manu let a smile drop. Sounds something going on ahead. Could be some bandits.
Peng Di kind of looks around, not hearing what Manu said, and looks up to the giant of a man. Perhaps that height gives you an advantage that I do not possess, for I hear nothing. But if you say so, then lead the way. Let us see what it is.
All right, just be ready.
You begin to round the bend in the road, and you see several men around one, and they have spears out, and they're like not attacking him so much as keeping him in place. It's your thought, and you hear one of them say, "Stay there. We will take you back to our camp." And they don't seem to see you or hear you just yet.
Peng Di kind of steps forward with Black Dragon kind of in a attack stance and hollers at them. Who are you? In the name of Ling Zheng, I demand you stand down from what you are doing.
And they look to you. Zheng Ling, the corrupt fool and magistrate of this commandery, this province of woe. No, we will not stand down. This man is his man, and we intend to bring him back with us. Do you stand with the corrupt, or do you stand with the noble, such as us?
There is nothing noble in what you do. There is nothing noble about banditry. For I too am a man of Ling Zheng, and if you have a quarrel with this man, then your quarrel is with me too.
They look over and see the monster beside you. One that walks with foreigner dogs. Yes. You seem like you would fit in perfectly with the magistrate.
Manu and hearing him, perk up a little bit. Well, if you think I'm a dog, maybe you thought to come over and try to kill me. I'll show you how this dog will bite you.
Give me an intimidation roll. Do you have? Is that trained?
It is in Peng Di. I don't know about Manu.
Yeah, Manu particularly because of his size.
He's a big old teddy bear. What can I say?
I think I got to check. I got to add +4 into that manually if memory serves.
I'm definitely not trained in it.
Okay. Roll untrained. Oh, yeah, they don't care. They really do not care. So, yeah. One of them says, you will pay for this. You should join us against the corruption of the Han.
I join whoever has the coin. I'm pretty sure that you don't have the coin.
We will soon. Join us against that one there, and you will be paid well.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to be paid well when I take your prisoner from you and cut you in half.
Ling Zheng has no wealth for you, either of you. He will not pay you. He will summon you all and ride you into a suicide mission and die. That way he doesn't have to pay any of you.
Those are bold claims. Why don't you stop talking and draw your weapons? And he'll smile.
One of them just sneers and stabs this guy through the back. Attack! And they will do just that. So go ahead and roll initiative. If you have training in reaction, then Roll as trained. If not, don't.
Oh, I have reaction. All right. Which one has initiative? Or are we rolling reaction?
No, initiative. It just roll. Reaction is the skill it's based off of.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I forgot I put some in reaction.
That's standard. All right. Let's see. Let me do the AP tracking. Since the last time you played this sim, I just do it in the initiative tracker. It works a lot better. It's a lot less hassle
A lot cleaner.
Yeah.
than just looking at bubbles. It's hard. All right. Two of these guys have bows. Two of them have spears. Manu, you are up. Fair distance away. Let me change this music finally.
You have to remind me.
Yep.
How
So
it works.
you can move 1 hex per AP. You can move up to 5 APs. You can run for double, but you get some penalties and some. Well, you get some penalties to on your next action, and they get penalties to hit you. All that stuff. So technically, you could run 10. Or okay, say you wanted to get right up there for 7. That would cost you 4 AP, and you would be running. 'Cause it's double.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna assume they're gonna be just eager to kill me, so I'm only gonna move a little bit.
Okay. You just tell me how much you want to move.
3 hexes will work.
3. All right. Rebels. 4 and 2 have the bows, so 4 is up. He is going to shoot you, Manu, or try to. You are 7 hexes away. Let's see. What is a short bow's range? 6. That's medium. All right. So he's actually going to aim twice before he does. So he begins to pull back the string on his bow. And Pang Day, it's your turn.
Let's see here. What's the charge? Maximum charge. I'm looking it up here.
Well, you can move your normal. You got to run. So you run, and then on your next attack, you do the charge.
I'm going to run. That's 6 right there.
Yep.
Or is it?
I didn't count it, but I believe you.
I moved 6 hexes out.
Yep. So that's 3. So you're hustling. You're also running. So you are at that guy.
It's because of zigzag.
Oh, yes. There you go. Nice. Okay. Let me get my action thing out so I know. Offensive actions. So when you charge, I know what it does. Okay. Alright. So it is now the third guy's turn. Boy. He's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He runs at you, moving 3. No, he
Qualify for an
actually, he
attack
does not do that.
opportunity if that hex that he went through.
Say what?
You qualify for an attack of opportunity if he goes through. Let me see if I can ping that.
This one? Or
Yeah.
this one?
That one, second one.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he's not going to do that, actually. He's going to actually go...
That Guangdong goes, nope.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to draw his bow. Sticks his spear into the ground and draws his bow for 2. So 3 of them have their bows out, including this one. He's going to actually just shoot you, but he's going to aim 2 first. And then 4 has his spear. He's going to move into attack. You may opportunity attack if you want with your reach weapon.
We will do that.
-3 for additional mods for running.
Not with zigzag.
Oh, zigzag negates the whole thing?
We talked about this where it was -6 for theirs and it negates
Okay.
my.
Yep, okay,
Elixir.
cool. Kill away. Just doing a normal attack.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it'll be a 6. 41. That kills him quite easily. Takes this off. How's that look?
As the first one is dumb enough to get into range of Black Dragon, Pang D slices down across his chest with a large spurt of blood following the blade, and he goes, "Ha! This is what you get when you disrespect the Han."
Liang Rebel shoots at Manu. Gonna shoot. Short bow. Points at Manu. 2 benefits. Trained. Medium range. 13 versus your base defense, which is 4, correct? Oh no, it's already factored in. That's right. Ranged attack's already factored in, so that hits. 13 damage, 16 damage, -3. 13 damage. That's going to give you an injury, I think. What is your armor on your right arm?
My right arm is a for which one? It's 3 for 2 for Pierce.
Pierce. Okay, that's an injury still. All right, you take an injury, so zoom, and the guy shoots you in the arm. How does that feel?
Manu, as he's walking up, and he just hears the thwang of a bow, and he realizes that he's seriously caught out of position, and here feels it hit his arm, and he'll kind of swing to the left a little, to his right a little bit, and clutch his arm. And then he'll snap the wood.
Liang Rebel 3, with his bow now drawn, is going to take a shot at Pang Day. And you are... Whew, how close are you? You are... Is it 2 or 3? Good, you're 3. Close range, not point-blank range. Alright, so he's going to shoot you. Combat. Short bow. Boom. Benefit, none. Trained, yes. Additional mods, none. Hardships, none. Close range. 14. 17. What's your, what is your armor, piercing armor on your chest?
It is a number I will give you shortly.
It's not gonna matter. You're gonna take an injury. But
It is 3 for piercing.
Okay. Yep, that's an injury. Okay.
What number? What was the final?
It would be 14. So that's an injury for you. Yeah, he shoots you in the side, and then the guy right in front of you, point blank range, is going to shoot you. And here it comes. Benefits 2 because he's aiming trained. Nope. Oh, what a terrible roll by him. A 1. That is not going to hurt you in the long run. It just nicks your leg.
The first one hits Pang Di. It shuffles him back a few steps as the second arrow goes and harmlessly glances off of him.
Manu, what would you like to do?
Oh. Alright, so charge follows a move or a run.
Yes.
So it's probably better just to move then, right?
Not necessarily. If you run, then they're going to have a harder time hitting you. You expend less AP doing it.
Alright, he's gonna start running towards Liang Rebels 3 there.
Okay. So that's probably, you're probably going to run how many? This one. 4 either way. So that'd be 2 for you. Okay. So you're there. And you spent 2, so you're at 5. I think you are still up. Yep.
I'm still up?
Yep. You have the highest initiative and the lowest, I'm sorry, highest initiative and tied for the lowest AP.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to finish the charge.
Okay, so if you're using charge, let's look here. It's going to be brutal. Okay. Yep. So, you take 1 hardship to this roll.
Alright. And then I got something to offset some stuff here. Alright. Let's see, it's lethal weapons, so let's add 2 mortal danger.
That's already worked in.
Is that Weapon Master worked in too?
No, you'll have to add a benefit.
Alright, so the hardship and the benefit would cancel each other out,
No.
then, right?
Nope. No, they do not.
So I do 1 benefit.
Then it'll ask you 1 hardship and put that in there. Alright, 37 with 20 slashing damage for the charge. Well, that's going to kill him, clearly, but if we want to do the math just for shits, here it is. 37 minus... Oh, well, he'll dodge. To make it fun, he'll dodge. Dodge. Oh, man! Maybe this is not as bad as I thought it was. Look at that. Alright. 37 minus 36 plus 20. This is not counting his armor. So 18. This is still going to kill him, but yeah. So basically charge, just so you know, doubled your post-roll damage of 10 slashing, which you have, for big. Big is also in there, and then lethal weapon. So yeah, he is dead. Very dead. Oh, actually, Sim, did you do a -3 for your run?
-3 hit and negative.
You miss.
Oh.
You miss. So yeah, he rolled a 36 plus 3, so you miss. Yeah, you swing just over his head, and you're just maybe just too big for this guy. Who knows? He's a very short man. Kind of running, and your injury, right? So you're injured too, which was factored in there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what's that? Yeah, the -6. What's the -6 for? I see a -3, -6. Oh, hardship. Yep. Okay, cool. And it's their turn again. They're just gonna quickly volley. They're gonna attack. Boy, this one's got a better shot at Manu. He does shoot. They're not gonna worry about taking the hardship not to hit their guy. So, that one can probably aim, and he's gonna aim 3 times. He can't. He can aim twice. So. Okay. He aims twice. This one fires immediately at Pang Day. Doesn't worry about doing anything besides shooting. Short bow. Boom. And point blanker adjacent again. 7 hit. 10 head strike. 15. What's your armor on the head?
I think it's the same thing. I'll double check those 3 for piercing.
Yeah. Alright, so that means you're going to take another injury as the arrow just grazes your ear, causing it to ring and begin to gush blood. Don't get killed by a bunch of minions, guys.
Alright.
Pang Day, you're up.
Pang D, taking a few arrows. Still after fighting what amounts to zombies, remains defiant. Ha! Bows are a coward's weapon. Swings at rebel number 2. Or actually, can I... Where's number 2?
Yeah, he's right in
better.
front of you, yeah.
I was looking at the AP order, thinking about aiming, but I might as well just swing, because then number 4 can go before. So I'm going to swing it too.
That's fine.
Yeah, my injuries are factored in
Yep.
already. Yep.
Yeah, that kills him.
Another horizontal swing and another rebel's intestines spill onto the ground as he clutches him, falling to the ground, dropping his bow.
Mm-hmm. The rebels in front of Manu with a bow, they're actually going to shoot adjacent. They're going to try at least. Now, you can choose to dodge this if you would like. Dodge or parry because it's adjacent.
Yeah, he'll dodge.
Well, we'll see. He might miss still. Okay, so you can dodge. Got to beat it. It would be a 22 is what you got to beat. Okay. That's 3 for him.
20.
Okay. Adds 1 for you. 1 AP for you. Alright. So, yeah, he just has it look as he shoots at you point blank and you're able to step aside somehow.
As the rebel levels his bow at him, Manu remembers the sharp pain in his right arm as he shifts to the right as he fires.
Yeah, this guy is going to continue to try to shoot Manu, the huge target, which is easy to hit. And he does so. Short bow. He's going to be in medium range. No, is he? Hold on. Got to see what range it is. He's 3 away. He's 3 away, and I believe it depends on what his range on his bow is. It's 6, so he's at medium range. Alright. Here we go. 2 benefits. Trained. Medium range. 19. You are hit in the left or right arm. What's that?
It's another right arm.
Yep. So that's a damage of 19. Yep. What do you have on there for?
2 piercing.
So that is enough to give you a wound. 17. Enough to give you a wound indeed. Alright, that's 1 wound. Alright, let me write down your wound here. Right arm arrow. 17 levels of success. Alright. How does that look as he shoots you in the arm? Badly.
And Mano, standing there focusing on the rebels in front of him, feels another sharp pain in his right arm. And he kind of stumbles a little bit. And he tries to break it, but now his whole arm hurts too much, so he just kind of leaves it in there. And he just lets out a little cry. Ah!
And the rebels in front of you, they are up again, so they're going to try to shoot you again. They are indeed. Combat. Short bow. Benefit, no. Trained, yes. Hardship, no. Point blank or adjacent. 20. You may dodge. You're trying to beat a 24. Oh, you're getting in trouble now. Okay, 4 plus 3, 7. That's not going to be enough to hurt you. Because it just ricochets off your armor. Yes. Yep. Pang Day, you're up.
Let's take a look here. If I move here, that's 2 spaces, so 2 action points.
Yep. That is what it would be. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is Manu's turn.
All right. I guess he's going to do a...
You could do a reckless attack. You could... Reckless attack might help since you're hurt.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I was just looking at it.
Yep.
So he'll do a reckless attack.
Oh, I should have looked at these guys' abilities. Oh, they have weapon mastery for bows. Oh, man.
Been messing out, huh?
Yep. Extra benefit. Yep. So you get 3 benefits for your attack on reckless attack. It costs 4.
So 4 total.
Yep. $24. He's gonna try to dodge. They're kind of dodgy, so let's see. No, not that time. Dead. Basically, if you hit something, they die.
Essentially, that was the goal.
Yeah. Just chop off his, chop him in half, strike him down. His Liang rebels, seeing Pang Day come closer, going to... Ooh, he can't do anything. He's got to shoot. He's just got to shoot. But he does get a benefit to this roll because I was forgetting to do those. There we go. Point blank or adjacent. 6. That's it. 9 minus 3. 3. Not enough to hurt you. What would you like to do?
Moves toward the last of Liang rebels, the arrow hitting him in the arm barely causes any momentum to be slowed down. by Pang Day, and he lifts his Guando for a killing strike.
I think you might do it.
Let's say
-6 on this roll, though. We'll see. 41. Well, he's going to try to dodge. Still dead.
despite his nimble attempts at avoiding the blow, the blade of Black Dragon is simply too sharp and cuts too deep, felling the last of them.
Yeah, you're just standing around now, and there's the blood of your victims and the Han soldier as well.
Pang Day turns to Manu. Tell me, how hurt are you? He kind of brings his hand up to his own ear, seeing some of the blood still trickling down from the arrows.
I'm pretty beat up. And he kind of looks at his right arm, one full arrow shaft sticking out of it, and another one at the quarter.
Let's see how bad it is. So we will process your wound. If you have the PDF, you can look at what I'm doing here. But so this would be wound effects, page 52 in the quick start guide for those listening. So you have 17 levels of success. So and your wound level is what? Like 14, yeah. So it's considered a superficial wound. So a superficial wound, you're going to add 2d10 to your roll. So go into your character sheet or on your combat menu, and there is a something that says, should say arm wound. Click that, and then superficial. Oh, yeah, just barely. So now it goes onto a chart, which that's all worked into the sheet. And the chart says that 25 is no wound effect, so it hurts, but no lasting damage. You don't want that.
You're big. You'll be fine. And he does what any good mercenary would do and kind of rifles through the pockets of the dead to see if anything, besides coin, of course, anything that would give him information on these bandits. Not that he expects any.
Let me see. Odd or even? Which would you like it to be?
So it's odd.
Nope. Nothing of importance. There's a few coins in there. Enough for, I'd say, 1 currency point each. So you can put that in your gear somewhere. Yeah, they have some weapons, arrows. They have short bows and spears. Kind of a hassle to lug around unless you want a bow and arrows. You could probably take them.
There's nothing there that Pang Day would want. Bow is the coward's weapon, and he already has his Guando. He doesn't need a spear.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Manu?
He's just looks at the bow and man, never was fond of that weapon. All garbage here.
Indeed. Nothing here of use, only fit for rebels and bandits like these fools. And he looks to the dead soldier of Liang. I wonder why he was out here by himself.
And perhaps the rebel is right. He just sends his men on suicide missions and not pays them.
I've been in Liang long enough to know there's nothing true to that rumor. There's others that might do so, but I believe Liang is not one of them. Or Ling.
Give me a can you give me a survival roll? or you can use a survival at challenging, or you can use a perception at hard. So that's 14 TN or 21 TN.
I'll go untrained survival.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I accidentally hit train. Let me just try that again.
Yeah, I think I cleared all the injuries and stuff. I don't see shit. Yeah, you could not have made that roll. Impossible. You can roll perception if you want.
Who, me?
Yeah, because it's impossible to hit a 21, right? 2d10 untrained.
Yeah. Well, perceptions. Yeah.
As long as you get a rank in it, or even if you don't, you could make it.
Ooh, so close.
Nope. What about you, Sim? Get some perception.
I got both.
Oh yeah? Which is best? Your intelligence is pretty good. I'd go survival.
If only I would have leveled up survival, which I was considering, but decided to hoard experience.
Oh wow, you're really good at survival. Yeah, you see some tracks heading off to the north here.
They look like they're coming. It looks like they're going up.
With that roll, you think they are coming and going. Mm-hmm. You see drag marks too.
I don't know if you noticed over there, but there's some footsteps going to the north. Looks like someone came in and went this way.
Pangdi had been looking the opposite direction, oblivious to the tracks. One man who mentions it, he turns and pretends that he had seen it all along. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. It might be prudent to follow these and see where they lead.
Whoever it was dragging something.
Perhaps another soldier or some sort of loot they off from a passerby?
Would it be something like wheels, or would it look like a drag?
No, drag. Something's being drugged.
Well, don't look like any wheels of any sort.
Then my guess is they drug it off perhaps a cart or a person or a hostage of some kind.
Well, you know, there is only one way to find out.
Lead the way.
Manu will start walking up towards the north. Careful not to step on any of the footsteps.
All right, give me 5 minutes while I do something, and then we will continue. Go pee or whatever you gotta do. Hit the head. Okay.
I'm just quietly waiting until we get to meet Guan Yu.
No,
He's the next NPC you gotta fight. Him and Lu Bu and Zhang Fei.
Gotta get my boy Ma Chao. He's one of the 5 tiger generals.
He's a pansy.
How dare you?
Lubu could be brought.
That is a good point. You just got 2 currency points. That's probably enough, right?
If I learned anything, is that he's not loyal. All those romance of the 3 kingdoms.
Mm-hmm.
It's Dong Shou's fault.
I don't know about that. He's not a very good person.
No. Someone you use and abuse until he decides to leave.
It's not like in the book he has 60 different masters.
Mm-hmm.
And then failed against virtually all of them.
Okay, almost. I'm just building the NPC on the fly. No big deal.
I'm sure that won't be come back to bite us.
Nah, not at all.
I just didn't think you'd do what. I just kind of did not. Was not a good GM. Give me a sec.
Shouldn't have told me there's footsteps in the north.
Yeah, I shouldn't have. Oh, I thought you would get to the north. Yeah, just another couple of minutes here. Just gotta put in the stuff.
It'll give me time to check Cardi B's latest tweets.
Yeah. Uh, 432. You head up this not really a path, but there's brush been removed and such. And you follow the drag marks in the trail. Manu does. Both of you are able to shake off your injuries. They're not anything life-threatening or that are going to impact you long term. You're sore, you're bruised, you're cut up, but you're able to push on. You come to a clearing and you see some men pacing about with spears and bows. Look like they're protecting or guarding the area. You see past them what looks to be a camp of some sort. Let me switch you over here. And you are coming from this way. And give me a second now. Throw some people out there. They're bigger than Manu.
I think we need to turn around.
There's a couple over here, a couple in the camp.
Do they have bow?
Yeah, some of them have bows.
I can go no further. I see bows.
Let's go through these trees.
You can try that.
Could you imagine Shaquille O'Neal walking through trees?
Sim, you do. Yeah, Sim, you have the loud disadvantage too for. So
I don't
Actually
walk.
have stealth.
you do what you want.
I don't walk around trees. I try to walk through them. I mean, it's cover though.
There's only 4 visible rebels. We've stumbled across their camp.
Actually, just so you know, each one of these rebels, they're mobs, so just so we're clear.
With bows.
Yep.
Mobs with bows.
Well, they have both. They have bows on their back, and they're carrying around the two right here in front of you. 3 and 4 have spears out. The ones inside, they're kind of not really armed right now. You see bows on the ground. The rebels in front of you have bows on their backs.
And our injuries and wounds don't carry into the
There was the only wound that Sim got was resolved, and injuries never carry over.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Yep.
Peng Di, as they approach the rebel camp, kind of kneels and looks to Manu and, it seems we've found their base. What do you propose we do, my large friend?
There seems to be enough for a lot of them.
Indeed, I count at least a dozen.
Well, if we're going for glory, then this would be the fight to be had. If we're going for gold, then I'm not sure if they have it.
Does it look like they've been encamped here for a while?
Why don't you give me a warfare roll?
Alrighty.
I have war.
You can both roll.
Trained warfare roll.
Peng Day doesn't know. That's reaction.
Oh, yep. Odd.
Something must be. Did you roll it from your sheet or your
Buttons.
It might be something messed up with your buttons. I don't know.
Well then.
Yeah, Manu, you think they've not been here too long? Just enough to set up some tents and such. That looks like kind of a mobile thing.
It looks like they just stopped here, possibly for the night, possibly for the week, but they're not entrenched.
It would definitely bring us glory to attack them and defeat them and bring a defeated foe to Liang. Though with those bows, they definitely present an issue in closing the gap.
I can show you what it looks like tactically, I suppose.
What time of day is it?
I would say it is early afternoon.
Yeah, there's at least 12 of them. Or, I don't know how many are in the map, though.
Yeah, that's what you see. 3. There's 3, generally. So there's 12 there that you can see. There's tents and such.
Perhaps we should wait till night.
Army's got to sleep sometime. Hopefully they're not too well disciplined.
Harder to hit someone with a bow at night, wouldn't you say?
Well, I don't think there's much missing me.
Of that, there is no doubt, my friend.
Wait till night then?
Sure, if we blow it, it's not like we can't run away through the trees. Or at least one of us.
I can make it through some
Let's
trees.
see.
Over 3 trees.
Let's see if we can do this. Give me a second.
Definitely not.
It keeps throwing things at you that you weren't prepared for.
Now you can see yourselves, right?
Affirmative. I can see
One
me.
sec. I can see me.
Okay. See, I can't see you. That's weird, though. Move. Move. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me give you a little bit of sight radius. So you can see a little more. Legacy lighting. Midst light. Do by do. Just do it like that. Does that do anything? And it worked 2 by 2. Save. There we go. This is just so you can see.
Yep.
I have some ideas. I think I have Torch's API on this one, so 2 by 2 by 2.
Well, maybe some dynamic lighting.
Okay. So is this gonna work? Of course it's not. Hold on. I don't know. I don't know if I have the Torches API installed on this game. Just make sure. See. Put it on if not. Just take me a second. Nope. Oh no, I didn't want to do that shit. Oh well. Torch. Add script. Okay. Alright. Wait a sec. Fancy this up for a second. Torch on. Perfect. You see a light coming from this fire pit. You see two sets of guards pacing this area where you're coming up from. You don't see anybody else in the camp currently from where you are. Don't have a great view. So what you can see is what you can see, but you're also harder to spot, obviously, because you have no light, and your light is just so you can see yourself. So. What would you like to do?
Peng D, now that night has come. He isn't the most stealthy individual, but he is capable of sneaking around, and he looks to Manu and, how about I use these trees and brush over here, and he kind of points to the north and west to get a closer look and see how many are about the camp.
That'd probably be a good idea.
Worst case scenario, we can fall back and reassess our options. Peng Day, make sure not to say the word retreat, of course.
Well, if you go into those trees, I'll stay back. I don't think I'm gonna be that much quiet. Might draw attention.
Very well. So, Peng Day's thinking he's going to go up to the north here and use the brush as kind of some cover and sneak up to Liang Rebel 3 right into that area, right up to that brush.
Okay.
Let me ping this here.
Yeah, you can just move your dude up there because that'll help you actually see.
Basically there at
Yep.
the edge of the brush.
That's fine. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. Since you're in those thick trees, I'm going to give him a hardship on his perception roll.
Now, can I use consider, or what is it? Is it consider? Consider on this. Take my time. Because that's a non-attack benefit, basically.
I would say yes. Go ahead.
So I can do a maximum of 2 of those.
Well, it's
Or just
it's
one.
technically for non-physical tasks. But you can do it. Have one benefit for it. It's like for, you know.
Yeah, I like spell casting,
Yeah.
but it said non-attack. Didn't know if this qualified.
I'll have to change it to non-physical, because that's what it is.
Non-physical, non-attack.
Yeah. All right, so he's gonna do perception. He'll have a hardship. Oh my god.
Motherfuckers.
-1. It was his hardship of 1. Yeah, you walk. You're going through there very, very quietly, and you could burn a fate point to re-roll.
How close do I get?
Oh, burning is they go away forever.
I mean, like, with me failing, how close would I have got? Or would they basically, do I get up there and they're like, oh, hey, look, it's a dude.
Oh yeah, if you, yeah, they will see you. Yep.
I'm gonna burn a fate point. We'll go Han Solo route.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, you step on a twig and it crack, and all 3 of them just look your way and they're, huh? There's someone out there. Get them. Go ahead and roll initiative. You guys. Oh wait, before you roll some, just give me a second. I gotta clear the thing. Pang D. You rolled a 31. Okay, go ahead, Sim.
What do I get for reaction again?
What? Just roll initiative on your buttons.
Gotcha.
If you have reaction, then, which I think you do. Okay, these guys. Initiative. 15. Initiative. And you can move up like 5 or 6 hexes, Sim. I assume you're not that far back. Yeah, that's fine. All right, go ahead, Pang Day. What would you do? You're discovered.
Well, Pang D thought he was quite successful sneaking up, and he was until the last moment. He looks down at his foot that snapped the twig and looks up to see 3 eyes in the darkness staring at him, and as they begin to yell the alarm, he unlimbers Black Dragon and promptly does a whirlwind attack against a mob.
Yeah, you can do that. That's 5. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good versus a mob. Okay, they're gonna try to dodge.
Whoa.
Oh, baby. Okay. I mean, I have to do math on this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm reading like TSV times 2 and
Yeah. 44 minus 12 plus 14. Slashing. Okay, hold on. Because it has breach.
44.
It has all this. It's your weapon. Okay, so, so we're 46. Okay, so you have slashing. So let's see what their slashing defense is. Breach level 1. What does that do? -2 or something?
subtracts 2 from their
Yeah.
armor, I believe, is what we moved.
So they have slashing 1. So basically, they have no slashing defense after that. All said and done. Okay, so no slashing damage, or no slashing defense, so they just take 46. And yeah, so then if I want to do, let's see, do you get them all? I think you do. 46 divided by 10. Yes, you definitely, you kill them all. As a look.
So Pang Di, angry at himself, takes it out on the uh, scouts, or excuse me, the lookouts, and with a blur of thrusts and sweeps and slices, all three kind of stand there for a moment and then collapse to the ground dead as Pang Di makes himself known to the camp that he has arrived.
Yeah, and just to explain that, just so if anybody doesn't know, so you do your normal attack, and then you look at their wound level. You figure out your entire, and your total success value, the TSV, and then you look at their wound level, and then for every wound level, you divide basically the wound level by your TSV, and if it matches their rank of mob, you kill them all, or if it's two of them, you kill two of three or whatever. So.
Well, I would have killed four if that was
Yes.
like a
Yep.
mob.
Mm-hmm. You would have killed four of them. Manu, you're up.
Manu's, we can see this guy over
If
here.
you can see him on the map, you can see him.
See him? All right, he's gonna not run over there, but he's gonna make his way over there.
Okay.
Close to get
So that's 5. You move 5.
4.
4. Okay. They have spears out right now. They turn and attack you immediately. So they have lethal, or not lethal, but weapon mastery. So they're going to have 4 benefits on this attack.
We shall probably try dodging.
We'll see. I think that's probably wise. 23. Yeah. He would hit you otherwise. So they just did normal attack. That's 3. You are dodging. That's 1. They hit you for 1 plus 3, 4. Torso strike. Not going to hurt you. Yeah, a couple of them stab you, but it doesn't get through your armor. They are going to actually... they're going to go again. They're going to do a reckless... They're going to aim once. Let's see. No, they're going to just do a reckless attack. Well, let's see. They can have up to double benefits, double their... So, yeah, they're going to aim once to up to 4, and then reckless attack. So that they'll be at 8. So 2 benefits, 3, 5. So 3 benefits, 1 benefit, 1 benefit. Okay, 5 benefits. Yep. Oh no, no. I'm sorry. Reckless attack. 3 plus 3. That's 6. Oh, they wouldn't have aimed then. That'd be a 7. Because minions and mobs can only have as many benefits as double their mob rank. So, that would be reckless attacking. So, here comes 6. 6 benefits at you. $23 again. What would you like
Boy.
to do? If you don't, you're going to take a wound.
Yeah, we're
For
gonna
sure.
Go. I was trying to look at something.
Yep, no, you're fine. There's defensive actions, other defensive actions you can do. Hit, but just barely again. Also not enough to hurt you. Moves you up the ability track, though. All right. Yep, you're able to keep them off of you with your blade, your curved shamshear. Pang Day, what would you like to do? You're up.
Pang Day is going to move up to near this tent and behind this cover, and to kind of see if people are coming out of the tent, so he can kind of spring an attack on them, or if people responding to.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I don't know how literal this map is, but can he knock the stakes or the supports out of the tent?
Sure.
And drop it down?
Sure.
Yeah. How would I do that?
Interact action. So you've moved there, right? So how many AP did you use to
That was 3.
3?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
okay,
it's
so let Manu go, then you can do that. Manu, what would you like to do?
He's gonna return the favor and reckless attack them.
Okay. Okay, that cost you 4. 3 benefits plus your 1 benefit, so 4 benefits. Yeah, that's gonna kill one of them for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, you just slice one in half, pretty much. Very, very, very dead. So you're gonna cut that rope down. Pang Day.
yes, sir.
Yeah, it's just interact action for 2 AP. You could do interact quickly if you wanted to try.
That entail.
Usually it's an acrobatics roll. I would let you make a weapons roll. You just gotta be a 14.
Will beat a 14 with my weapon.
I think you probably can do it.
I think so. Pang Day comes running up to the ropes and supports of the tent, and with a swing of his Guandao brings it crashing down.
Yep, and there were people coming out of the tent. We're going to come in at 12 AP. We will add them in at 17 AP instead. So let me roll their initiative. So when you in the system, when you bring people into a conflict that's already in progress, they roll initiative as normal. That's fine, and then if by normal means they would come in after the highest AP spent already. So normally they would come in at 12, but since this what WP did, they're going to come in at 16 instead. So they'll be at 16.15. Cool. And you're still up. And there.
Guess I'll move 1 space because that'll put me in attack range next turn.
Yep, that's true.
And I get I'm up again.
Yep, you are.
Whirlwind attack. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. As they come stumbling.
I
out
would
of
say
the-
they're prone, so they're going to only get their base defense. They can't dodge.
As they come stumbling out of the tent, he again begins a series of slices. And
Whirlwind again.
whirlwind, yes, sir.
$31. It's not as good. Let's see. Okay. 31 versus whatever their base defense is, which is 12. Pretty good. Let's see. So it's going to hit plus 14 minus 3. Their armor's not going to matter. So 30, that's going to kill all of them. That kills all of them just barely.
As they come stumbling out, again, Pang D with the mythical Black Dragon makes short work of the confused and disoriented rebels.
Manu, what would you like to do?
Two left. So what's this whirlwind?
Whirlwind attack will, so instead of killing just one of the mob, you would kill as many. So basically you figure out all your stuff, like all the way to your total success value, and then you see how much your total success value is over their wound level. And if it's multiples of their wound level, which you've seen it's 10. So if you get a 20, when it's all said and done, you kill both of them. It's probably not a bad idea, but it costs 5 AP too.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. Costs 5 AP. Those guys are dead, yeah. 23. Okay. They're going to dodge. $16. That's 7 plus 10 minus 3, 14. That just kills 1. Yeah, that's just gonna kill 1. So you're not able to actually kill both of them. You only get 1.
Sorry.
Okay, so before you guys go, you see, well, we'll see if you see, I guess. You hear someone scream, "Fight me! I am Bayagong Bayu! I will show you what independence is like, you Han dogs!" And, Pangde, you hate to see it, but there's guys coming out of this tent up here with bows. I'm going to add them to the initiative. The guy, the Baegong Bayou, has a long axe, so he also has reach. I think. All right, what would you guys like to do? Pangde, you're up first.
I'm going to move. What kind of cover do you get? Bonus do you get for cover in the woods?
You would get almost full cover.
Except he's gonna do a little circuitous route to the rebels before taking on Boy there.
I would say it's not a terrible idea. You can't run through that though, and it's gonna be a movement impediment. So keep that in mind. It's gonna be harder to move through. So let me see where are those rules. Hold on. Combat, general combat.
Here running would be 3 action points.
That's fine. You can do that. But if you go through that movement, so this would be a rank 3, I think. You can't use run through them. Okay, so move action costs double in combat, and maximum of 5 AP still applies. In order to move, you must make a difficult acrobatics or athletics skill check. If you fail, you move only 1 hex.
What's difficult? Is that 12?
Difficult is 21.
21, okay. Yep, that's fine. I'll run into the woods there. That's 3 action points.
Okay.
And then I will worry about moving through the woods from there.
Okay. All right. Manu, you're up again.
I see there's one left. We'll go ahead and reckless him.
Okay. I don't think he's going to live. Be my guess.
No, that's what I'm hoping for. Not 41 benefits, 4.
Well, I guess I'll try to dodge. No reason not to at this point. No, that kills him.
And he looks forward towards where the guy was screaming, "Come fight him."
Yep, and he is actually going to, it's his turn, he's going to run. He's going to run 10. As he gets right there. He's at 3. He's got a huge axe. Waiting to smash you with it. So he's moved 5 there. The archers are going to go. They have a good aim. They have a shot at you. So this is going to be, so it's 6. So this is long range for them. In the dark. Ooh, I'd give them a hardship for that. Long range in the dark. This is not going to be easy. But they're shooting a volley. So there you have 4 benefits. Trained. Additional mods, no. 1 hardship. Long. They hit. They hit. -1, -17, -14. Yeah. You just, shouldn't there be a -4 in there?
I think so.
Alright. Okay. So, I'm just trying to... Sometimes I don't it's some things get added together and it gets confusing. But anyway. Okay, so they had a hardship. They had range dice. Hold on, let me just try something real quick. This one doesn't count, but just give me a sec. I'm gonna make sure it's working. 4, doesn't matter, I guess. 1 hardship I gave him. Long range. What was that last roll? Yeah, that -14. I don't know if that should... I don't know. Let me try that one more time. Sorry. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
What really stinks is that 1 exploded twice on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should have been a -4. I don't know why it was a -14. So that last one on this one's a -4. The last one and the one before it is a -4. And then their first roll, it's a -14. Because that last one is your base defense. So actually that's a 27. Pretty sure that's what that's supposed to be. So, 27. What's your piercing?
It's gonna be 2, I think, in the leg.
Okay, so it was leg 2, so it's -5, so 22. So that's gonna be a wound. Oh, hold on. No, that's not right. So I said 27, right? 27 total. So 27 minus, you said 2 in the leg, minus 3, plus 3 because of their piercing. Oh, actually, do those things have piercing on them? No, they don't. Yeah, 25. So that is a wound. 25. Yeah, not good. Wound. Love of success, 25. Is it left leg? Left leg arrow. Yeah, your worst nightmare, right? The arrows come flying again, and a couple of them hit you in the leg. Through the darkness. Oh, shit balls.
More arrows.
Yep. All right, let's see. I think it's paying day. Yep.
Alrighty. I guess as silly as this sounds, I could probably just run up to here and be covered by the tent, or would I need to be here?
You could be partially covered by the tent in that corner, yeah. I mean, can you get all the way there?
5 right there, so I could actually go one more space to here and still have partial cover.
Mm-hmm. At a run.
Yeah, that'd be 3 action points.
Okay. You hustle over there.
I'm hustling.
All right. So it's the guy facing off. No, it's Manu's turn. Manu, you just got shot in the leg.
All right. Seeing the chap right coming towards him, and the arrows coming out of darkness, Mano's gonna try to close the gap between that guy. Hopefully that'll shield him from view of the archers wherever they are.
Yeah. He give me a warfare roll. Just need to beat a 14, but okay. Do they not? This might be moot. I thought Long Axe had reach, but I could be wrong. Long Axe. Long Axe. Yep, no reach. Never mind. Don't worry about it. He does not have reach on you. You would know if he did. Yep. So you can close on him.
Good, good. Close we shall.
So that's 2.
Does Long Axe have range on it?
No, that's what I was looking to see if it had reach. It doesn't, apparently. I don't know if it should or not. I have to think about that. The rebels who had shot at you earlier, I'm going to see if they see you over there. They might not. It's dark. They're not looking that way.
This Pangdi comes running. He trips over the rope in the dark. And
I'll give him
falls
a
flat on his
hardship. They just got to beat a 14 though. Oh yeah, they see you. And they're going to spin and shoot at you. I'll probably give you what cover? I don't know if I've converted my cover rules yet. Do I have cover impediments on here?
I mean, worst case scenario, wouldn't they be able to just move 1 hex down, and then they'd not have to worry about cover, and they'd still have time to aim and shoot?
I think this cover would be just a -3 cover anyway. You're at -6. They're not gonna move. They're gonna aim once. They would actually rather put some distance in between. You actually, yeah, they're gonna move back. I would say that would get them out of cover. Any disagreement?
No.
And then they'll shoot. Update that. So it's going to be a negative. 1 benefit. Oh, 4 benefits actually. Trained. They're 1, 2, 3, 4. That's medium range. Additional mods, -6. There we go. Medium. Miss. Big miss. All goes flying over their head.
They hit the tent or go shooting well over his head.
All right. It is the guy facing off against Sim, the leader of these bandits with his long axe. He ran to this point, so he's going to take... Can I aim? He cannot do that. So he is just going to swing with the negative. He is going to... what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to do something fancy. He's going to try to disarm you, I think.
Oh, that's good.
Going to try to disarm you. Yeah. Where is it? Offensive disarm is what it's called. Offensive disarm. Alright, so that's 4 AP. So the way this works is he has to target your arm. So it's a called shot, so he gets a hardship for that. And then another hardship. Okay. So if he hits you, you are disarmed. Alright. You can use any defensive technique at your disposal. So he is going to. So this will not do damage, but here we go. I didn't. Oh, I don't know if I did that. I'm gonna do this from his sheet because. Yeah, I think I gotta do this from his sheet. Or else it's gonna shoot guns. Let's see. I don't remember. Yeah, it's guns. Okay. One moment. That's the one thing I didn't get down. Okay. Here we go. Axis. Benefit, none. Oh, wait. What's his abilities? Yeah. Benefit, none. Trained. Additional mods, no. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Additional mods is -3. -3 and 2 hardships. Alright, you gotta beat a 23. My dude.
The dice have not been with
No,
me.
they have not.
Let's hold out for my whirlwinds.
Yep. He smacks your wrist and your blade goes flying next to you. You are disarmed. Let's see. How do I want to... I don't know. How about this thing? There. You're disarmed. All right. I think you're up. Nope, Pang Day's up, then you.
Alrighty, we're gonna move 2. It's right here, putting them in whirlwind range for next time.
Mm-hmm. As you close the distance. Now you're up, Manu.
So, where is it? Which way is his weapon?
We just say this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to pick that up. Or, yeah, I'm gonna want to pick that up.
The interact action does provoke an opportunity attack.
Does?
Yes.
I mean, I'm pretty hosed either way, because even if I is an interact to draw my spear out.
You could always try and
you
grapple him or
you could try to
something.
grapple. You could try to disengage. You could try to punch him.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but he hits like feathers.
What's your strength?
But look, I think it's like 2 or 3.
Oh, it's 2. You're like a big beanpole.
Exactly. Most of the block is the armor. Disengage.
So I think you need to make a, let's see.
Defensive or offensive?
It's offensive. Well, there's a defensive too, but you're not defensive right now. Disengage, so acrobatics versus perception. How's your acrobatics looking?
Yeah.
Now, I do want to be very clear. If you do a movement action and you are attacked, it's off your base defense. You don't get to defend. That's 4 for you.
Yeah.
But the good thing is, oh, you know what? I don't think it mattered this last attack, but guys smaller than you don't do any post-roll modifier and damage. I forgot about that. But so that counts the arrows too. Or is it melee? I have to look, but good. Anyway.
Yeah, either way, I've got to interact. If I want to draw out my spear, I can swing on him and not do much. I could grapple him, not do much. It's hand to hand, which nil. So I might have to interact. I'm gonna go for that sword and hope for the best.
Yeah, I've been forgetting too. They have like their base defense is increased versus you too, but that's okay. Yeah, you're gonna go grab the sword. All right. Well,
Yeah.
he's gonna do a reckless attack as you do that. So, This might be a short-lived character. We'll see. All right, you go to pick up the sword, and he swings at you with a reckless attack. So here it comes. I'm gonna have to do this from the sheet. So axe, 3 benefits, trained, mods none, hardships none. 36 versus 4 puts you at 32. He doesn't do any post-roll modifiers because of the thing. What's your bludgeoning versus 6's torso?
2.
Okay, so 34 damage. That would that's bad, very bad. Okay. Oh man, I feel bad.
Use your fate points.
Yes, you can do this. You can use your fate point on your death roll that you're about to make, which will give you a plus 20 if you burn one. You have 4 of them, so that's good. And you have 2 wounds, and those things are, I think, mortal, so you got 1 injury as well. Let me make sure, but I'm almost positive. So, you need to decide before, but you can make a death roll and then add 20 to the roll if you burn a fate point. Yeah, mortal.
I'll do that.
All right. Okay, go ahead and click on death roll there. You got to beat a 34. You got to beat it. You can't meet it. You got to beat it. Plus, so you got to roll at least a 15 here.
All right, and then I added 20 in additional mods.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Okay, so you don't die. That's good. And you spent 2 AP to pick up your weapon. So let's do that. So you're at 23 now, and now you have your sword back, but you have 2 wounds and an injury, but you have your sword.
I feel a little better.
All right. You Pain Days up.
We know what I'm doing. Whirlwind attack and then trying to help my bear with no hair over here.
All right, bear. Okay, 5. They'll try to dodge. I don't think you're going to kill them all. Unless they really suck. That's pretty bad. Maybe. That's 24 plus 14. That's going to kill them all, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that kills them all. Again, as they missed, their chance of reloading was slim to none, and Pengdi makes short work of them before turning to see the Parthian being worked over by Boyo there, or whatever his name is.
I don't know, yeah.
All I see is "Be gone, boy," so I can't get it out of my head.
All right, Manu, what would you like to do? You are in very dire straits. You have 2 hardships and 1 wound.
We're gonna go ahead and go reckless.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah, you kind of got to. You're going to go again. That's the good thing.
Yeah, that's good. So, 4 benefits.
3 for reckless, but yeah, you're right. 4. 4.
And then
It's all worked in. All your wounds and stuff is worked in, so.
Wow.
14. He's going to try to defend. He has an unwieldy weapon, so he's going to take a 1 hard... what's his dodge? What's his dodge? This is Pain Day's problem, huh? Dodge is 1. He's still going to be better rolling his axes. Takes a hardship. Yeah, you're just too
Ooh.
hurt. He just knocks it aside, and that puts him up to 30. All right. What would you like to do, Manu, as he parries your blow? As they're coming
Yeah,
pretty weakly now.
hey, check and see what full defense is before you. I'm looking through defensive actions.
Yeah, you can look at that. I think you get 5 benefits to your defense or something like that.
Yeah, it's not coming up in my search.
Are you looking in? Oh, that's because it's an offensive maneuver.
Oh, I was looking
Yeah,
in.
you
Okay,
use when you have the action and it's not reactive, it's considered an offensive maneuver. You know what I mean? So full defense. Yep, right here. AP 5. Um, gains 5 benefits to defensive actions with parry and dodge subtypes. Yep. For your next action. Until their next action. Yeah, so. Until your next action.
Well, I'll go ahead and try to survive this fight then.
Okay. Wise. Okay, so that puts you at 32. You're at full defense. Pangday, you're up. Oh, crap. What was your initiative? It was like...
Me?
No, Manu. I accidentally cleared it.
Uh,
It was like 19 or something.
yeah, 18,
Okay, so it's
He
it
was-
was
he
the
was
worst.
flat.
Okay.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna move. See. That's 7 hexes, so that's 4 AP.
Yes. Okay.
There you go.
You're at 32. Shit, I did it to you too. Yours was what, 31?
31 or 2.
Alright, it doesn't matter as long as it's...
Boyo is number 1 in the
Yeah,
list.
so I guess you guys are tied and it's his turn. Oh, he hears you coming up behind him. He's not a fool. Does he have any acrobatics? Gonna disengage. Oh, I can't disengage into you. Oh man, if I can get in on you, you're fucked though.
Hmm?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's my opinion. If I can get in there without getting killed. But then that Manu could attack me if he wanted to. But he would lose his full defense. He's gonna try to. He's gonna try to get in on you. First thing, Manu, do you want to attack?
yeah, he's leaving him, so he's gonna go ahead.
Okay. So that's you can use what attack option would you like to use? Reckless.
Yeah.
Okay. So now he has a base defense of +10 against you because you're big. So 24 is what you got to beat. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's 12. That's 22.
Up a little bit.
And so is that 10 already doubled? I can't tell. Because scimitar is 5 normally, right? And then 5. So 5 times 2. Hold on. Let me look.
Yeah, it's 5.
Let me look at something. Let me read big real quick. It's the first time I've ever had anybody use it.
It is double. Come up here, it's just 2.
Yeah, but don't you have weapon, lethal weapon too?
Lethal weapon 1. You're able to use a weapon max potential at 2 to the post-roll modifier.
Yeah, so add any weapon skill or multiplied by the size of the character. I think it's 20. No, it wouldn't be 20. Because it would be 7. How did I get 10? Where did I get that from? Because it's before anything else, so that's 10. It should be 12. That's what it should be. Okay. So will you change that in there? Your scimitar should be 12. I don't know why I didn't do that. It's 12, so I'm sorry. Let me get back here. 36 minus, what did I say, his 24? Okay. 36 minus 24 plus 12 minus 3, and then whatever his armor is, which I need to look at. So 21. You have slashing, so that's going to have it. That's 4, so it's going to be 2. 19 damage. That's just enough to give him a wound.
If he gets a wound, isn't there?
No, your scimitar doesn't have mortal.
But I got that.
Oh, you do have it? Do you have that ability?
That mortal.
Then he does.
But yeah, whatever the
Yep,
ability is.
then he does. So hold on. He's about to get fucked 2 ways to Sunday here. Okay, Pain Day, now it's your turn.
Being caught in the crosshairs of Pang Day and Manu is definitely bad for Beige Gong. And I'm going to do the opportunity attack. I'm going to do a reckless attack and not burning a fate, but spending a fate. What does that do?
You can give yourself a benefit. That's the most usual thing.
So I can do, let's see, memory serves, reckless is 3 benefits, so I can give myself 4 benefits total.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to do that.
Okay. This is bad.
Holy balls.
All right. Not a good roll, but still. It's versus a 14. All right.
I almost said, you know what, I'm going to save that for a death roll just in case. And I was like, nah, fuck it, kill him.
So you're at 36 after that. All right, let's see how bad this is for him. Calc. 30 minus 14 plus 14. 30. That's not enough to do a death roll. Okay, so he's got another wound and another injury because that is
Mortal.
Yeah, it's not gonna get it down to injury level, I don't think. No way. Okay, so you guys went. It's his turn. He is going to everything's set. He's gonna reckless attack. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. So he has the Berserker ability, which allows him to ignore all injuries for a number of AP equal to this. He makes a difficult stamina skill check. Okay, so he's got to do that. This is a free thing. All right, so but he is hurt. Let's see. He's only got 1 stamina. Okay, he missed it, so he can't do it. Okay, all right, so he can't do it for another 5 AP. So he's just gonna attack. I gotta work on that ability. All right, where'd he go? Sorry. Okay, here we go. No benefit. Oh yeah, he's reckless attacking. 3 benefits. Trained hardship. 20.
And so that goes against my base defense.
Well, if
correct?
you want it to. You don't. It would only be a 2, right? And then whatever his damage is.
Yeah, I'm deciding what I want to do
Mm-hmm.
here. He uses a bludgeon weapon, correct?
Yeah, he uses an axe.
Ugh, I don't like that bludgeon. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and parry. So I'm at 1 hardship because he's close in.
And you instant wieldy, so you're at 2.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna dodge instead.
Yep. Whiff. Just barely. Manu, what would you like to do as Peng Day leaps out of the way?
We're gonna go ahead and move forward one, and I get to go again before he
Yep,
goes.
go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, you could do a lunge attack just from there too if you wanted, but you don't have to. I wouldn't.
No,
Yeah.
I like my benefits.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna need them.
I'm on the
Reckless.
plan here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
That
works.
hits. Oh no, it doesn't. Negative. No, it doesn't. Sorry. Pang Dan, moving you up to 37 because you dodged last time.
Yep.
So you guys got him flanked, so he gets a -3 to his defensive rolls whenever he makes one. He doesn't need to make one there, so he is going to. Oh gosh, he's going to keep attacking. He's going to reckless attack you again. I don't know. He's really kind of got no other option. Oh, damn it. Sucks not having my macro. Okay. Pang Day coming at you. 41, even with all that nastiness. Man.
Gonna do a dodge.
+11 +8. That's 19. What's your so a 1
14.
is let me see, hit location table. Hit location. I think it's arm.
Armor is actually 3. 'Cause, I'll double check that, but I think the armor I have on my arms gives me.
Yeah,
a
just let
3.
me know.
Budget.
Because I just gotta find the hit location table. 1 is an arm, yeah.
Yeah, 3.
So 3. So 3 -3. So it's -6. So what did I say? 18. So 12. So that's an injury. Alright. And then it is your turn.
And so I get, let's make sure, on blocking because it's unwieldy and within 2 hardships, but attacking it's only 1 hardship.
If you,
Or
it'd be
do it
none if you have strength 3. If your strength has to equal your unwieldy rank for offense to swing it. Parrying always gives a negative no matter what it is.
But because I have reach,
Yes.
within the reach, it's just that.
Yep. So
hardship.
adds 1 hardship to your roll when you attack. Yep.
I think based on the AP, I'm going to go ahead and do another reckless attack with 1 hardship.
Okay.
Benefits.
Jesus Christ, Jason.
And 1 hardship. Ugh.
26. I'll try to defend it. He's going to parry. He's got a -3 this roll, even though I didn't. So that's a 16 versus what you roll. So a 10, 24 slashing damage to his. A 6 is torso. Yeah, let's see. What does he got? Do you have? Oh yeah, that's through it. Yeah, with breach. That's through it. So what did I say? 26 minus what did I roll?
15. So 26 plus 14 is 40.
Mhm.
Minus 19 is 21. And then I have
Yeah,
breach, so I don't know
he
how
takes
much
21.
it
Yep.
takes up.
He takes 21. That means he has 3 wounds now. Yeah, that's not. And an injury. He's pretty fucked up. So that would put you at. Wait, what's your AP supposed to be? It's supposed to be higher than his, right? It's supposed to be 41, I think.
It'll be 41.
Yeah. Okay. What the hell? It's like, it's like,
4. I get to. I'm gonna reckless
yeah,
attack like
I don't understand. Okay.
15 times.
I think Manu, you're up, right?
Yeah. All right. You already know
Mm-hmm.
what my flavor is.
Mm-hmm. I told you. Yeah. He's got a hardship to his. He should have a hardship to his defensive rolls. I always forget that on reckless attacks. After your reckless attack, you get a hardship to your defense. So, I know that I missed it on you guys too, but that's okay. So he's going to try to dodge. He's got a hardship and a -3, and it's not going to do very good. 0 is as low as that roll can go. So it's a 0 versus 31. Is that enough to do a death roll? I don't think it is. Oh, yeah, but 31 plus 12. Yeah, so 43. You have slashing. 39. Yeah, he's going to make a death roll versus a 39. He's going to have another injury and another wound.
Getting him up.
Okay, here we go. Okay, he passes it, but since he is negative on his dodge roll, so anytime a hardship, so it actually would be a negative. So the -3 from being outnumbered doesn't count, but so he's at 11. He needs to make a stamina roll versus 11, or he passes out because it's negative. Good luck with that. Nope, he's out. So how does it look as you cut him across his back and he like staggers and falls to the ground, overwhelmed eventually?
Well, once he falls to the ground, Mano's gonna back up, taking his breath. Ugh. These damn arrows. And he's gonna look at Peng D. Thanks for coming to my aid quickly.
You fought well today, Manu. I will be sure to let Ling Zhang know of your bravery against such odds. I suggest we tie this beast up and bring him to our commander for questioning.
Yes, he should be a prize for sure. And he kind of looks himself over.
Let's just see how bad your wounds are real quick. They ain't good. 25. We'll do that one first. So your wound level is 14. So that's plus 11. That's a terrible wound. So go ahead and do a left leg wound. A terrible one, if you don't mind.
Terrible.
Terrible.
I mind. Does it matter if I mind?
Let's just see how bad it is. It could be worse. -1 endurance. Left leg not treated yet. Okay, I'm going to lower your endurance by 1. Temporarily. Okay, the next one's also a terrible wound. It is torso. So go ahead. Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Skills? Wait. That doesn't make any sense.
It's plural to me.
Well, no, just skills. I don't know why it would be skills. Torso. 17. Oh, it's a minor. That's why. So now you take -3 on any endurance or strength. Okay. Originally it was ranks, but that didn't scale real well. So not terrible, but they're going to stick around for a while. All the injuries go away. All right, so you're going to head back into town, or try to head to town, I should say. We can finish this up.
You're dragging this guy with us.
Yeah, we'll see if there's a horse or anything like that.
Yeah,
that
you
we
can find something to...
cost and these stereotypical looting for goods. And out of spite, Pang D will probably light this camp on fire.
Yeah. You burn it to the ground as you leave during the night and head into Jiayu. And where's your dudes?
Of course, it should go without saying, like, he's not having a comfortable ride. He's getting dragged the whole way.
Yeah, he's completely unconscious, though. He has no clue what's going on. Alright. Let me change this music. You head into the town finally after a couple hours pulling this guy. Manu is limping badly from his several wounds. He's a bloody mess as he gets into town. Pang Day, you're pretty much no worse for wear. You see in the distance there's several houses. There's a couple, there's lots of farmers and whatnot. But you do see the largest building in the distance. Looks kind of like a small magistrate's building or something. There's guards and such too if you would want to ask questions or whatnot.
Pang Day approaches one of the guards and demands that he run to the local commander, Liang Zhang, summon his best healer. They have news from the wilderness regarding the rebels.
The Han soldier looks at you and says, "Oh, the magistrate here is Zhang Wei. Liang Zhang is not in this town. Not usually."
Very well. Summon Zhang Wei.
I do not summon him.
After
If you wish to go see him, I take you to him.
Yes, please. We have captured a local bandit leader that I'm sure he would wish to speak with and interrogate.
He looks to Manu. Who is this monstrosity?
He answers the call of our commander to fight these rebels. He was injured in last night's attack and needs assistance.
Give me some sort of persuasion roll.
I'm going to date him because that's all I'm good at. Do it like a good soldier. Shut your mouth, do an about face, and move the fuck out.
Yeah, I'm not too well liked around any parts of the world.
Well, at least it's not you making the social roll because you have negatives to everything.
I just have to try
Plus 4, so in additional mods I just put 4,
Yeah, that's
right?
fine.
I just have to reckless attack them, that's all.
That works. Yeah. Yes. Hi. Wrong culture. And he bows and this way, and takes you to the largest building in town. This town is pretty sorry. You've been here before, Pang Day, but not real impressive. You head in, and over here. The soldier rushes in and talks to two men. One man looks very more politically oriented. He has his fancy hat on. And another man sits by him with a Jean on his side. The man looks up from a scroll and says, "Hi, yes, come in. Who do you have here? Who is this He says you have a local bandit leader.
I am Pang Day of Liang province, and this is Manu. We've come to answer Ling Zhang's call to fight these rebels, and in our travels we came across a bandit camp and captured their leader, and he kind of motions to Beige Gong.
This is a real name that I searched on the internet, I'll have you know. Zhang Wei says, I see. Yes, I know this one. And he nods to Li Wei, and he walks over and grabs him and nods to Manu and Pang Day and will take them from you as the soldier comes to help him drag him out. If you allow it.
Yeah, I'll allow it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I humbly ask that you send for a healer to see to my comrade's wounds. He fought bravely, defeating these bandits.
Zhang Wei says, I will. I will send for the healer at once. There is a house of ill repute, and she also serves as this town's healer. We will take him there, and perhaps he will enjoy the rewards of our fine land, even in his, well, even though he is a foreigner. All that heed the call of the Han will be rewarded.
Manu kind of give a little nod, not wanting to say much.
Pang bows his head in deference to the commander's authority. My thanks.
We are gathering a smaller force here that will march to join Ling Zhang later. Perhaps you would go with these men under my command, Pang Day.
I am humbled and honored by your request, and will do so.
Wonderful. Wei, bring out the coffers and give these men their due for this bounty on this man. Go ahead and give me a status roll. I'll give you half of that in currency points.
Let's see if I have it.
I'll let you one person roll. Whoever. Manu's not ideal to roll it, even though he has inheritance.
I do have one in status.
Yeah, you roll it because Manu would have a hardship anyway.
We have one, so
Mm-hmm.
you could pay him money.
Holy shit. Yeah, he nods. Ah, yes, the bounty on this man is 100 gold coins. He's the leader of the local rebellion. You've done well, Pang Day, and you, Manu. And the younger man hands over a box and gives you a bunch of gold.
What is that in currency points?
You guys both get, you split 11. I'll say 12. I'll round it up. So you get 6 each. Plus you got 1 at the camp. So you got 7.
Not bad.
Pang Day humbly accepts the gold and kind of looks to Manu and smiles, knowing that the man not only survived but was paid well, proving the rebels on the road wrong, that he is in fact rewarded for his service.
And seeing that smile, Manu would smile back and acknowledge the fact that it was a point of contention there. Yeah. He won't say nothing,
Yeah.
of course.
Zhang Wei says, "You may go now until I lead the army. It will be a week or so. Rest. Sample our fine women. And food and drink. Fighting men need to bolster their spirits."
Indeed, we will enjoy your hospitality. Thank you, Lord.
And the two mercenaries walk out of the pagoda into the streets of this small village. And Pang Day takes Manu over to the House of Ill Repute, where he will try to be healed later on. And that is where we'll end it, which is perfect because Manu is not in the next session, so he will be laid up in the brothel. So that's it.
Enjoying the finest the town has to offer, which didn't look like much.
Hey now. Beggars can't be choosers, you dirty foreigner.